Option Davis.
What's going on, good people? It's yours truly, EZDZ, getting into the spring break episode of Chop Shop. We on time today, guys. So hey, we
always on time.
Every time.
Every time. Okay.
On time every time.
With that being said, to my far right, the one and only Dade City's finest, world famous Waldo. What's going on, bro?
You're welcome.
That's what I thought.
Okay, and to my next to me, I ain't gonna do far immediate. Wearing the Uno shirt, yours truly, aka Ruff, Greg Dawson. Go ahead and talk to the people, Ruff.
What?
Show them the shirt, man. Hey,
What?
Hey, Torres, get a quick view of this shirt. Just let them see it.
I'll send Torres the
Design.
Oh, okay, great.
But I'm back on, like, we late. You be late more than us.
Anyway, man, with that being said, mute his mic. To my left, man, this family right here, man. I got my partner coming in, kicking it with us tonight, man.
Chamberlain Royalty.
Yeah, Chamber Royalty down there on Boulevard, North Boulevard.
The real Chamber.
In the Forest Hill section of Tampa.
The Chiefs, not the Storm.
Rocking the Berry jersey tonight for those, you know, where he went to school at. Did
Shout
work
out
down
to the
there
Berry
too.
Buccaneers.
Yeah, Berry Bucks. So without further ado, man, Otis White Jr., welcome to Chop Shop, bro.
Man, I appreciate y'all having me, man. You know, I'm glad to be back. I like the new setup too. Y'all doing y'all thing, man. I appreciate y'all.
Oh, this your first time in this one?
Yeah, it's
you was at the other one, yeah.
We live in the project, so he done moved up now. We done got us.
They're moving on up. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
He loves apartments. So yeah, so real quick, man. Last time we kicked it with you, you know, you was going through the learning curves of middle school basketball coaching. How was this season?
This season was good, man. I mean, you know, with middle school, it's almost like you got a new team every year. So this year we went 1-5, well 1-6. Last year 2-4. You know, so it is what it is. You know, but one thing about this group that I just had, man, they were all coachable. Every day we try to get better, and I can say that we did. So that's all the coach can ask for, that you put in that work and try to get better every day. You know what I'm saying?
How many kids you had?
You got to start recruiting, bro.
If they're coachable, give me them, and I'll be all right, because they're going to be good in life.
I'm trying to tell you. And the thing about it,
give me the stars.
You want to win right now?
Yeah.
It's hard to recruit Eisenhower, man.
How many kids you had dressed out this year?
This year we got it down to 16. Remember I did 20 last year, down to 16.
How many tried out?
About 40.
Ooh, that's
Boy,
hard.
tried out for basketball.
Yeah, man, got it.
Oh, Dub, you coaching basketball, not football, right? Or baseball, right?
Middle school football. Yeah, middle school basketball.
And you had 40 kids come out?
Oh, yeah.
And y'all still ain't winning?
Everybody want to play basketball, man.
Let me ask you, and I know this is...
You know, every game was competitive. You know, we just came up short.
To let a kid know he didn't make the team.
Oh, man, that's the worst.
Let me ask you that. Do you
just
have
put a list up?
You got the list, or do you let them?
You bring them in like
guys?
like the Turk.
So we do it. The final cut is the list.
Okay.
But I got my assistant, Jamin Cox.
He get to be the
Shout
bad
out
guy.
Cox, okay.
Shout out to Coach Cox.
He got to be the bad guy when he say, man, you know, we should just do a cut today. I was like, okay, you got to let him know that. Them kids be bad. The first year my first year, I had a little boy, man. What's the little boy name?
Don't say his name.
I ain't gonna say his name. But anyway, man.
That boy was balling out there, huh?
Fuck y'all, man.
He did y'all like that?
Man, I started crying and everything, man.
Y'all shouldn't have cut him, bro.
He probably had aspirations.
Y'all could have had 21 people on the team, bro.
Nah, but Jabbar wouldn't be able to play. I mean, he would have been able to play anyway. He would have been able to play anyway. His grade is so bad with
Let me ask you this. After he did that tirade, did he come to y'all games?
Nah.
So he didn't come to no games?
No
I thought you been the ultimate hater coming to the game, booing.
But he was cool after that, though.
He was cool after that?
He'll come rock with me. Just had to get,
Did he work hard to get to the team the next year?
He actually, he didn't come back this year.
Was he shut the school?
This was last year. Yeah, this was the team last year, but he didn't come back this year.
I
think he moved.
I think he moved on your team.
So I mean, were your games close?
All the games was close. We was in every game.
In every game.
It was in every game.
I've been Tanya Harding.
That's best team you played against this year.
I think Barrington.
Did they win it?
I think they won our cluster.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in middle school, when you went in the cluster, then how much more did they play?
I think they all broken down in clusters and moved. Kind of like a tournament. You got a bracket. This your bracket. Then you win your bracket. Then you go
So basically, no playoff. You win your cluster. Whoever had the best record got your cluster go to the next round. I'm not sure how many rounds it is, but I want to say maybe 2 or 3 games to get to the championship.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you have any guys on your team that you can see play high school ball?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do.
All right.
Because of their effort or because of their ability?
They're
A little bit of both.
And I ain't lie, I lied to you. So we did the preface going into high school. Want to give a shout out to Blake. Had a great run this season. All the
Great
boys.
run.
I don't want to miss
out
nobody.
to
So we
Blake.
just
Yes,
give a
absolutely.
shout out
Big
to the
shout out
boys
to
at Blake and
I'm going to get my tickets today. I'll be there next year.
our guest has an announcement. So I'm gonna put him on the spot now. He gave it to me earlier. Go ahead, drum roll. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Otis, what you
first
gonna
off, man,
tell
shout
the
out to Blake, man. They had a
Coach
hell of a
Lou,
year.
Fred Lou, great season,
Coach
man.
Fred, a lot of people don't know, but Fred went to Chamberlain way before me.
87.
87.
He played for the same coach. Fred probably top 2 ever at Chamberlain. So I look up to him as a big brother, man. So I just want to announce that I will be helping him out as assistant coach on varsity
Oh, okay.
and also head coach of the JV, man. So definitely want to get them boys back to the state championship and go ahead and win it next year, man. So,
Okay.
Back, both
Shout
of
out
your-
to OJ.
back, both of your boys at Blake. I guess the number 1 is at Blake as well now. Isn't he still there?
Who?
Number 1 for Chamberlain.
oh, you talking about Salters?
Yeah.
No,
No,
so
he
the
not-
principal. No,
yeah, that's what I heard.
I thought he was-
Val the principal.
No, Val was the principal. I thought he might have done something else, moved to something
No,
else.
he the principal. No, he was the
Yeah,
principal.
man. So I'm excited, man.
But I think my thing is
That's
that
gonna make-
and me
that's
and
gonna
me
really
and you
help
talk.
Oh yeah, we going up.
Oh, yeah.
Fred need that other set of eyes to
yeah.
see, and that's good that you go be in the element. And you got, like I told you, got that passion and that energy.
Oh, you need the assistant coach. You need somebody who's going to put his, well, not really
you
Put his hands on somebody.
No, the assistant coach are the ones who are like, the head coach is generally like, he like you. Assistant coach, boy, me and Waldo. Hey, man.
Fred, like I said, Fred
We got our hands in the dirt.
Yeah.
but I mean, but my thing is just
No
to
excuses.
see in that state title game, referees didn't make it as far as where you could play. A lot of calls were made that were controversial, but I still go back to, as it's one thing if you out here, it is just you. Hey, coach, I see this. I see them doing that.
Right.
That's what you're gonna bring. And
Oh,
then
for sure.
A high basketball IQ. You know, played the game, and
Absolutely.
then you can relate. And I think that's the biggest thing. Like we always talk, the kids today, you got to have a different kind of gift to relate to them because they not the same.
Yeah.
They structure a lot different what we grew up with. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be able to really
Plus, you still
identify
play a
with
little
them.
bit though, right?
Oh, yeah, I
so
play-
He giving out work tonight.
Yeah,
Later on
I
after
play,
this.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
8:30.
so
I think that's what I'm gonna bring to the table, man. Just somebody who's done it. I know them boys trying to definitely get to the next level, and I just know I can help them out, man. And I'm excited. I had a couple opportunities maybe to be the head coach somewhere.
Right.
And for me, I'm big on what's the right fit for me at the time.
Right.
So
Very
I,
understandable.
it's a big responsibility, but I want to get out there and really learn. And I don't know, I just prayed a lot, and that's what God led me, man. And I think it's a big thing. Me and Fred getting together, and we can really take them boys over the top.
But I think that's
That's a big move. That's a big
it's funny
move.
you say that 'cause I got CJ Simmons on. Shout out CJ. We
That's
need
my
that
boy.
younger influx of younger guys in and out with these kids because they need that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and I tell like CJ been coaching that Jag. He was on here earlier this last year. He been the Jag, I think 12, 15 years.
Oh yeah, that's my boy
thing
too. Shout out
is
to
that
CJ.
just a bad opportunity to open up. Okay, hey, you come in and coach football here. They need that.
Right.
The kids need that because the game has changed so much. Like, Doss came out, like I say, we came out mid to late 80s. You talk about coaches that have been at schools 25, 30 years.
Right.
Callahan was at Armwood for over 25 years. So you done coach some kids and they kids.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
The game has changed. It's a lot different. So you got to have that, at least, and I know, education, if not just say, hey, let me just teach. But after 15 to 20 years, let me step down. App was at Chamberlain for, like you said, he coached Fred and coached you.
Right.
And then actually he coached Gatlin. Gatlin was on his team too. Yes, he was.
Wow.
I'm talking to the left-handed guy when they went to state.
You talk about lefty.
Last name was Gatlin, I think.
Yeah, he called
Gatlin.
a lefty. Yeah.
Jane Gatlin, yeah. Ablin coached him too. And Appleton, I think Appleton graduated from Chamberlain.
Yeah.
He did.
Went to South Florida, then came back to Chamberlain.
Absolutely.
So you're talking about, and he was mid to late 70s.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you talking about he coached Ronald Owen, you know, all them boys. Mm-hmm. And you talking about Otis, an 02 graduate.
Right.
So you talking about a good 25, you know.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So
like Turner.
Yeah, Turner. Same thing with Turner. So you sit back and think at Chamberlain, you had Turner and you had Appleton for at least 3 decades.
Shout out to Coach
You
Appleton
played
too.
football or basketball, them were your coaches. That was James Devlin. Thank you,
That's
CJ.
my goat. That's my
I say
go
this in their
to.
defense. Part of it is if you were teaching there and you're going to get your retirement. A lot of people wouldn't have done what maybe I'd have done if I had stayed in coaching because I've been trying to get to a college and move on. But a lot of those guys were teachers or they were mainstays there. But I know what you're talking about is you have to have turnover to relate to kids.
Right.
Especially at about the 10 or 12 year mark.
Right.
Because you're so far distant from with the way that you approach things.
You know, and I think that's the thing.
Which
so
is why
it's
you couldn't coach today at Waldo.
Say what?
I can coach today. I can coach.
No, Waldo, because Waldo can relate. He can relate to the
I
kids.
coach today, man.
He can coach. He relates to the
might
kids.
get fired.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
I might get fired.
But shout out to Coach Appleton though, man. I think what he did a good job of was having good people around him.
Right.
Coach Wise, Coach Soaz.
Coach Wise, we saw Coach Wise Friday in the game too.
To do what,
That's
exactly what you say, to
excellent.
relate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to that team that went to the state championship, James Devlin, Corey Hayes.
Yeah.
All those guys, you know, one thing I never forget, Coach Appleton told me that my class is the reason that they was groomed for that.
Right.
He said we was in the gym all the time. We set the tone. We set the culture. And that meant a lot because we obviously couldn't get to that task, but I know that we set the pedigree to get them boys over the top to get there, man. It was big stuff, especially from a coach like Coach. I think he the best coach ever to coach in Hillsborough County. That's just my opinion.
Right.
See,
He
water
number
in the
2.
increase. That's all.
He number 2.
I know who you like. I love him too, though. Your guy, my number 2. Shout out to Tonelli, man.
Yeah. But like I said, but those are guys that played. Tonelli was at Wharton, but like I said, but they played and then they came back because Tonelli opened up Wharton, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so you talking then Van Zandt just took the job, what, 3
Last year.
last year? So you talking about Tonelli was there for
25 years.
25 years.
But I'm trying to explain to you
20-something.
why they teach, and that's a job. So they say, okay, I'm here for this.
But Tonelli left and came back though.
Right. He went to
He left
back to
came
USF,
back.
right?
Yeah, he was assistant for like 2 years, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, but that's what I'm saying. But I go back to the same narrative, though, is that
state system, right?
relatability
Not-
to these kids today.
It's very important.
That's it. Like when you first got the job at Eisenhower.
Yeah.
Let's just go back. That first interaction with the kids, you try to get their attention. You try to talk to them, and I know you got kids like, man, what is this dude?
Right.
What is this dude talking about? Like, man.
Yeah, the good thing is, man, you know, I walked in, like I've been there before. That's just me, you know. So the kids pick up on your energy, man. But for the most part, especially when we starting out in the classroom, it was a little nerve wracking because I had no idea what I was teaching. You know, I was teaching robotics. I'm gonna stay here and do my thing, you know.
Right.
And I told the principal when he hired me, I was like, man, I don't know nothing about robotics. He was like, well, I got this in science. I said, oh, give me that robotics. You know what I'm saying? So I just went in there, man, and just tried to relate to him. I just tried to get to know him, let them get to know me. Then, you know, that second semester when I got moved to PE, now it was better that I had that opportunity because in PE, it's a lot more kids, a little more, you know, helter skelter. You know what I'm saying? But I was able to build
keep your head on a swivel, see what's going on.
So, but it's not a lot of personal time that you can build that rapport with the kids. But me having that classroom for that little bit, they got to know me on a different level. And now that transitions to now when they come to PE, they come and holler at me. You know what I'm saying?
But you got your swag, you come in, you know, you dress, you doing your thing.
Listen,
You got your chain. You wear your chain in school.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
All right, okay. Coach got a chunk on, man.
Hey, coach, when you get there, they probably check out the shoe. When you get there, coach.
You know, they be messing with, but they ain't real coach. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you got it. But they keep you sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep you on your game.
I like the chew. So
Yeah.
I foul first.
Yeah.
Hey, coach, you have to do me like that. It's early in the morning. I say, I'm just getting going ready for you. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
then.
So
Okay.
That's the thing, man. They love that energy. They just love somebody to love on them, man. That's really
But like
what
I said, with
try
that
to bring
good energy, and I think that's the thing. Like with Blake, is like, you know, I was telling, we were leaving. I wanted the kids just to take a look because what they did now is that when you lose, they do the state runner up. You come out, they give everybody a little necklace or what, little medal or whatever. Then they announce the winners, and you know they were really like Norland was really in the moment, and I was just telling, I just really hope they take a look at that,
Right.
to see what that looks like, because next year,
It's your chance. It's your time.
right? But see what the thing is though, and that's I go back and I know you have followed some games this year. Hillsborough County basketball is so. I don't want to upset.
Say it's
nobody.
washed, it's trash, D.
Yeah, it's watered down. 'Cause I think
what he
about
wanna
the era that y'all came in. Yeah, good hoop. You had like I think about this shit. Like we saw Jesuit, we saw Leto. I don't think anybody like we saw Spoto running clock. There's a couple games like they played no disrespect Middleton running clock.
Yeah.
High school basketball, it had and people talk about the kids go to the same school. Now I don't buy that. It's too many kids in Hillsborough County. All the kids be at one school.
OJ just said he had 20 people on his team and only a couple of them could go to the next level of hoop.
Right.
I don't think they focusing on basketball here anymore.
I don't know that they ever did. I think that you had a different culture as well. So that's why I asked them: could they make it because of ability or because of their work ethic?
But see, now what's funny is that you was at the class. Warden and Chamberlain went to the football championship the same year. So that was the first year you left, right?
No, that was 05, 04.
No. Warden was 02 with Larry Edwards. They was 02. Warden and Chamberlain went the same year. They played in the state. They were different classes. Because
we went 02.
Warden lost to Chamberlain lost
To Naples, right?
Reggie Nelson. Reggie Nelson beat either one of them. They were in the same. They was in the class. They was in the same. It was different classes though. But Warden and Chamberlain both went the same year for the state.
Really?
Yeah. So and now when you was at Chamberlain, was it a football or basketball school?
Honestly, I would have considered before that state championship run. I would have thought it was pretty even, man.
Okay.
To be honest. But then they went to state. They
Right.
did their thing that year, man. It was real good.
Now what about you? When you went to Warden, what was Warden? More football, more basketball?
No, it was all basketball.
See what I'm saying?
They won 2 games while I was there. That's why I didn't play football.
Okay.
Like they won 2. Like I was there 2 years.
Okay.
They won 1 game each year.
They won 3 if you'd have played.
Nah, they probably.
He said I'm good out the first.
Yeah, they beat 1 year. They beat Blake. Like Wharton, Blake, Sickles came out the same year. 1 year they beat Blake. The next year they beat Sickles.
And that was it.
Everybody else
home.
dog walking.
Yeah. Okay. But hoop. That's why I said. And then the thing with that is that basketball, when you get these new schools, football is a lot rougher.
It takes a lot more to get continuity.
You get rid. But basketball, if you got a couple dogs that can hoop,
Yeah, you can get.
I can put a couple guys with these guys.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we can run.
For
So
sure.
I just found out. I don't know if you seen on Facebook. Me and some of my old teammates got together. We was hanging out. I posted on Facebook, but all of them got recruited to Wharton.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I ain't know this.
But Osei, his brother went to Leto, right?
Your brother older or younger?
Older. And he said
Well,
he
yeah,
wanted
he
to
graduated.
do something different.
Oh yeah, well he graduated 95, 96.
Oh,
Adrian?
okay.
They had a pretty good team then.
Yeah, they was real good with Mario Levitt.
Yeah. That's what
Rick
I'm saying.
McConnell.
Yeah, Rick McConnell, that's the big lefty.
Yeah,
boy.
Rick
Rick
lefty.
Yeah.
Rick was tough. Yeah,
was
he
real-
played
they was-
him and Mike Jenkins.
Yeah, Mike
Mike
Jenkins
Jenkins.
was
I
later
said,
too.
Mike was
Yeah.
on that team.
So Rick was a sophomore. My brother was a senior.
Yeah, he ain't play your brother.
Yeah.
He ain't
So
play
he
your
was
brother. It
coming
was-
in. So
Yeah.
did
But
you
not-
want to go to Leto or?
When'd you come?
Well, the way that happened, they had Coach Baker was their coach,
Okay.
but he ended up going to Riverview, and then my thing was I used to stay out. My dad stayed out by Leto.
Okay.
But then I was going to stay with my mom, so I was going to Chamberlain. That's how that happened.
But did you want to go to Leto?
Honestly, man, it was never I want to go. I mean, Coach Baker wasn't there, so I ain't have really no
You had no
ties to
skin
it.
in it.
Shout out to Coach Stewart though. I ended up being cool with him too. I think he took over after Baker, but I ain't never really.
But you felt right at Chamberlain.
I felt super right, man. What happened? Actually, funny story. I was in the room with my brother, man, and he played at HCC. So I think somehow that summer before that, I ended up playing on the summer league team.
Okay.
And he, so it was cool. So that next summer, I said, hey, man, put me on your summer league team. He was like, man, no, you need to get on your own summer league team. So I was like, man, how am I supposed to do that? He said, you right. And he called Coach Baker that day. So fast forward to a couple of days later, I go to Chamberlain Summer School. Coach Appleton come and get me out of class. Don't know me from nothing. Hey, man, come to the summer league. So I went to summer league, played, didn't do, was trash, to be honest. It was bad. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming from a little private school.
Right.
I ain't really hooping like that.
Right.
But fast forward to the year, I found myself a little bit, ended up starting as a 10th grader. But that was off my brother's face, though, to be honest. He called his coach. He had a clean face with his coach. His coach had a lot of respect for him, and Coach Appleton had a lot of respect for him. So I ended up
relationship
doing that, man. That's what it's all about, building relationships. Everything,
Absolutely.
it's all about keeping your face clean, man. So
I didn't realize they had some. Well, you came out in 2002. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
and the funny thing, a surreal.
Nah, we had summer league.
Yeah, they was Summer League was big.
I didn't play in summer league though, because
Summer League big.
I came from Dade City when I got here.
Yeah, but Summer League was big back in
Gotcha.
they
And then
I'm
our senior year,
hoping
I was.
I'm really hoping they can bring that back. That's why hopefully we can try to bring that back this summer, to where kids can stay active.
Yeah,
because now you got the narrative where you got the travel ball and AAU, and everybody ain't gonna make that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then everybody don't have the resources to do that.
Right.
See, the first thing I was gonna say is I hate it. Me and him talk about this. You don't like the politics, so I can talk to you about it. We don't want to hear about no money to take care of these kids in these schools. Too much construction is going on. The money's around here.
Mm-hmm. But it's choices of what they allot the money to.
Well, then that's where we need to show up at some of these meetings.
And I get that, but that goes back to the same thing. When you got AAU teams and they're sprouting up everywhere, but everybody, like for example, you could be the ninth guy on a travel league team, so you want your family to follow you to games, pay for a hotel,
right,
pay for food, and you're not playing.
Okay,
but it depends on what kind of team you're on too. It depends on what kind of team you're on. Now, if you on a Nike team and you the ninth guy, I go. Mm-hmm. But if you on
Dr. Jones, Dr. Jones team,
Dr. Jones ankle and knee, we not we not doing that. You know what I'm saying? But if you on a renowned team, like a well respected team, and you a top player, like, you know what I'm saying, in the area, and you just on a good team and you number 9.
I feel you.
That's different than just being on Joe Schmoes, the average Joes, and they out there they hooping and you traveling with them. That's different.
So
that's a lot different.
Let me go ahead and throw some kerosene on this thing. What's the benefit in the grand scheme of things when you talk about the AAU? If you because
being seen.
Yeah, but you could do that with a well-run.
I still believe if it's
nah.
Something a lot different.
Coaches don't come to Florida like that.
Right.
Coaches don't come to
exposure a lot different. You travel on a national circuit when you, like Finland at Tampa Prep has built, like Boeheim was just down here a couple weeks ago. Just put it in perspective. But I mean, he don't coach no more, but you plugged in where you can reach out to different coaches. He can put a call in, come down here and check. And I think that's the thing that the narrative, like Florida is mainly football.
Mm-hmm. In baseball.
And baseball. And now soccer and track. Basketball is like just
it's falling
behind.
It's falling, and it's not that they not good athletes.
So
right.
Well,
it's just the programs and the focus ain't really on the sport.
But y'all both say it's falling. I'm looking at you because I know you play here. When you say it's falling, I don't want to put the coach on the spot because he's a coach. But why do you think it's falling?
Hold that thought. We're gonna get back to it. Let's take our first break. That's a good question. We're gonna get back. We're gonna come right back to that.
And I don't want to hear nothing from you.
Oh no, I gotta say something too. I got to. Wouldn't be me if I did. So we're gonna give our first. We'll give our first break. My man Will D left us back in August 22. Man, every show we do, we dedicate to him. Cigar Life, CIGARLYFE.com. Go check them out, man. Got a lot of good stuff on, a lot of good apparel. Ruff, gonna let them know about GD Naps or LML, whatever you represent today.
I'm representing somebody that want to know what you're talking about, the falling. Anyway, I'm Greg
Uno.
Dawes.
You represent Uno Call.
Oh yeah, Greg Dawes, GD non-attorney pro se consultants. We help people navigate through
the arduous.
No, the difficult track sometimes of the court system. I'm still looking for 100 guys that are willing to stand out in front and be a part of something that could be transformative. Everybody likes to sit back and watch. You know, I'll say what Daryl say when he ain't talking on air. There's a mentality in Tampa that doesn't exist in other places, and you'll never get anything if you're not willing to put any skin in the game.
Sweat equity.
Yeah, absolutely. And I take a line from a line in a rhyme that ain't mine. Joe Madison used to say, bless the dead, he said, the difference between a moment and a movement is sacrifice. And until you're willing to do these things, you're not going to get whatever your desired results is. I get guys that call a lot, or they'll say, I want to get with you. But in order to get through some of these things, and then we're talking about the child support thing, no matter what it is, child support, getting your record clean, the sponge, going back on maybe a bad conviction, you have to put some effort into it. And if you have the money to do so, I would definitely suggest you get an attorney. But if you can't, then people like me are here to help you.
We do not own the rights to this music. Torres,
The
give us
difference
so we
between
back in a
moment and
minute.
movement is a V and
V and E. That's what I was gonna say too.
It's a V and E.
Okay.
Back.
I'm finna get back to the second segment of Chop
Lazy,
Shop.
I can go
Can
with.
you hear me now?
Yours truly, EZDZ. I
Yeah,
got
right there.
World Famous, and I got Ruff, and
What?
Otis White is our special guest.
You're welcome.
Waldo, speak on what you just spoke about.
I forgot what the question was.
Well, we talked. We
You
said
said-
fall,
you know
we
what you
said
said.
basketball.
You said it's
We
falling.
said basketball
I
has
don't know what
fallen.
you meant.
I said I prefer
and I
plummeted.
agree.
I prefer
Okay,
plummeted.
Okay. What do you mean by that? What do you
On the
mean?
decline.
Why?
It's a lot of fact. You can't just point
You
the
said
decline.
it.
The decline. You can't really point your fingers at one thing.
Okay, let's do this.
I think it's coaching.
I'm
think
not gonna
it's
say
coaching.
coach. I don't think it's that same kid is not out of, because you sit back and think. I think now I didn't see a lot of private school ball. I know they say the guy at TC Fitch is tough. Slam had a couple of good guys.
Berkeley's good too.
Okay, Burke, but I'm saying just public school basketball. And then Jesuit's private, so I can't count them in. But the best four players that I saw this year, they got two at Blake, and they had two at Lato. The boys at Lato, they leaving this year.
No, hold on now. I can see Josh and Joe.
Who else?
You
saying public school?
I'm saying public
Oh,
school. So,
okay,
yeah, so there you go,
okay,
going too
okay,
fast. Slow down.
Yeah, public
Okay.
school.
Yeah, I was waiting on with that draw folk too. I knew he was gonna come out and talk crazy.
You hit him with the reverse.
Yeah, I'm here with that. No, I'm here with that draw folk. I'm gonna pick up some cards.
I'm telling you, nobody had Brandon.
Right, what I'm saying, but we saw Spoto, we saw
had
Middleton.
a guy who's a good athlete, but he's a football player.
Right, football player.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. So I think nowadays,
Damn, that's something strong.
but just peep game now, because you sit back and think now, when Joe Fallon does his average Joe's top 25. And if you beating up on Jefferson, you beating up on Alonzo, you beating up on Riverview, that don't make you better. And that's the narrative that we have to get out of, as far as like Tampa Catholic players are national. At one time they were ranked number 7. They weren't even over 500.
Right.
But people were complaining about, well, they ain't got a 500. But look at the teams that they playing. And that's what I'm saying. I just think the level to compete is no longer. CJ's on here now. CJ was on that Tech team back in the mid-90s where they had dogs on their team. Them and Robinson were standing room only.
Yeah.
See,
Fallon was on that 94 Jefferson team where they would go at Tech. Those were standing room only games. What game you been to this year we'd have had to struggle to get into?
Nobody.
What game have you gone to? We got to make room. Hey, can I sit right here, bro? Can I sit here?
We did at the Blake game. They had the other side of bleachers closed.
Okay,
It
but
wasn't standing room.
but like I said, even like when
It
y'all
wasn't
played
even standing
Jersey,
room.
standing room only. Have you been ever played in the
that
game in
was-
Canada with standing room only?
Yeah.
That was
That's
2025.
2002.
Yeah.
Well, I saw the Grand Boys when they went to state.
I was kind of surprised when I said, there ain't nobody here for the state championship. And I remember when Tony and them went, I just surprised. You had not many more at the state championship game than we saw in any other.
And that's what
There wasn't that many people at the championship.
I went to
we went semifinal, but even like, but you could have went and got you a seat and not like, oh, excuse me, bro,
Wouldn't have
excuse me, bro.
struggled at all.
You know, I saw you at both of them, so it wasn't like, oh, hold on, bro, can I get through here, bro? You wasn't shrugging your shoulders.
Did that surprise you that nobody was in Lakeland? I don't care what the time of the day was.
The reason it didn't
Was
surprise
Friday
me,
better?
Friday, but Miami had their folks in there, so definitely different.
it was better Friday.
Yeah.
But I didn't surprise me just because I've been, my homeboy Khalil, shout out to him. He coaching at Indian River now,
KD.
but me and him used to always go back to watch the state championship games, and I seen, it's always in that
Right.
arena, so it wasn't surprising. But
But it's disappointing.
yeah,
It was
You know what I'm saying? And I
disappointing
think that's the thing that is disappointing because when you sit back and look at high school basketball in the area, and I've been down here since 1989, so I remember people talking about Tony Mack, L.A. Barden, people talking about the boys at the Twins at Tech, the boys at Keene that could hoop, Jimmy Purvis, Reggie Bell, Chamberlain. I saw Jesse Salters give out 53 on King, 1990. I saw Russell Levins in 91 at Plant City go ham. I saw Desmond Allison. I saw Joe. I saw Damon Smith. I've seen great ball players from this area, and you sit back and think about it now, the narrative is just like you told you. We got two guys that I've seen, Joshua Lewis, JoJo Fallon, in public school. They'll both be back next year. There's no set of kids in the area that match up to them two. Now, as far as aggression, them Lato boys were tough. They didn't have a lot around them, but they tough at home.
They didn't have no size either. They didn't
I'm
have no
sitting back
length
and
either.
I'm thinking now,
When you
like when
said
we
it, I
played.
had to catch myself. Huh?
Let me
That's
think.
terrible.
It was BB Walden,
Right.
TJ Walden, Said Poe, Graham
The Grand
Brothers.
boys, but see, you're a little older than them.
Yeah,
And then you
Sid
back
was,
with TK, so you sit back and think, we mid 80s, early 90s, but then you mid to late 90s, you late 90s, early 2000s. So that's a 20-year gap. Just say 20-year cycle of hoop that you saw, and hoop that
And
we
the
saw.
crazy
and
part
then they
is,
had Dre at Tech.
But you had players
Corbett.
at every
I
school.
might have been
And that's what I'm thinking
Right.
about. And they
But
had
I might have been a part
McConnell
of
at
the most
Lato,
competitive-
Mike Jenkins.
wow,
Right.
that's kind of crazy. I was a part of the
King had somebody that was giving out word.
Yeah.
When we was young.
Hillsborough they were decent. But I'm talking about there's like, I've gone to games this year where it's running clock. Like, this is like
really bad
damn near
basketball.
embarrassing.
But I mean, we
it
had
was embarrassing,
running
yeah.
clock, but it wasn't.
But
like
now,
when we,
okay, but let me say this. In the games, and you've been to a lot of Blake games this year, they played freedom, running clock.
but see,
Middleton.
it's another thing too. Like as many schools as it is too.
I don't buy that because Miami got.
school choice.
I don't buy that because Miami and Fort Lauderdale, there's 100 high schools in South Florida.
But how many people down there?
A lot.
It's and you look at
But we got-
Miami.
but
And
we
now
got-
I ain't
but-
trying
but-
to. I ain't
but we
trying
gotta
to throw no
stop doing-
shade. Miami got better athletes down there.
Okay, but let
They
me say this.
man. That's a
and
different breed down there, D.
It's a different type of dog down there. But my thing is this: there's no rivalry in Tampa for Blake next year. They got Jesuit.
That's gonna be their rivalry.
I mean, but Jesuit, they lose,
Jesuit
but they lose,
losing
they
the
lose,
guards.
they lose bounce.
hey, bring somebody in there.
I mean, they probably, but I don't know if they're gonna be ready. See, it's one thing. Yeah, both of y'all done
Bounce
played.
and red.
Both of them leave. So it's one thing. Like you see a kid, okay, he'll be a junior next year. I could see him making that.
right.
Yeah,
There's
next
nobody that I saw at Jesuit that's not gonna come in. Okay, unless they get somebody transfer to come in.
Coming back.
They'll recruit somebody, but they'll get
Probably
somebody
so,
to come in.
but I guess my thing is that Blake will be a dominant team in Hillsborough County next year.
For sure.
I'm talking about
And
dominant.
you got to think
For sure.
another thing too. Like when Sharp was at Blake, what happened? They coming to get talent out of here too, man.
Yeah, but I mean, I just think for me, just public school basketball.
What you're saying now, I'm thinking in my mind. What you're saying about and I'm not calling him out, and he said it by the way. The AD needs to get on the phone to really get them some
Schedule.
the schedule. Them
Schedule.
some,
Let-
But,
y'all
you-
need to schedule some
but the
competition.
thing is, you make your own schedule. Like with Tonelli, Tonelli was there.
It ain't like it ain't like that. It ain't like you make your own schedule.
You gotta get cleared, I think.
Gotta get
It gotta
clear.
get clear. But you calling, you set up the coach.
Okay, but okay,
Set up the schedule,
okay.
like-
Perfect example. If you play the team, if you recall, what non-conference games y'all play out of the county?
He ain't talking about in the county.
So we played in tournaments.
Okay,
So we played in
and
tournaments.
Blake has too,
Blake has too.
but let me give you a perfect example.
They play Gibbs, right?
They play Gibbs over the holiday, but on a Saturday evening,
And the other kids that they played that
they played. But that was holiday weekend though, so that was different. That was holiday week. But I'm talking about, like I just said, on a Saturday in January, we ain't got school. Let's set up a 5 o'clock game. Let's go play Lakewood. Let Lakewood come to Blake. That's all I'm saying. So because come March, late February, that's what
That's when
you
it's gonna
play those
count.
type teams for.
That's why you do it. Yeah.
But if you play
Yeah.
a team that I'm gonna give you a perfect example. If you, let's just say you the bully at Wharton, you swinging on four, taking four lunch buddy every day, do what you want to. Ain't nobody showing you no offense. The first time somebody hit you back in the mouth, wait a minute. Now what do I do? You understand what I'm
They
saying?
tend not to stop either.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. So we got to. I want to see these kids because they have a chance to do something
And I hate
great.
to agree with you about anything, but
You-
now I'm thinking
I want-
about it.
You going to play a big part in it because everybody
Yeah.
knows that next year y'all gonna be
All
like
eyes.
y'all gonna be
yeah.
like the Beatles.
Oh yeah.
I want to.
Everybody come to see
Yeah,
Blake.
that's right.
Oh,
Park
yeah.
all
I
eyes
want
on you
to
first.
ask. I want to ask OJ a question pertaining to the.
Pertaining to-
Intelligent man.
I can read. He's in the airport.
He can
I
read,
can read,
bro.
He in the airport.
He can
So
read.
as far as we saying, as far as coaching goes, as we feel the coaching is the issue.
We?
Yeah, you too.
No, I don't.
Come on, man. We in this. We got caught.
Okay, go ahead.
I love it.
So as far as the coaching, we're saying coaching is the issue. What do you feel you bring to the table as far as evolving the game or evolving Hillsborough County and making it hoops better in the area?
Pushing it to the next level. That's a good question.
That's a very good question. For me, man, I just want to bring to the first thing for me is I want to help these dudes be prepared for the next level, right? If they dream is to play college, play after that, just let them know the things that comes along with it. Because a lot of times what messes them up is just not knowing or having the confidence, whether you're in game situations. So that's why I was kind of, I go back and forth with the AAU because whether it's a Joe Schmo team or the high team, that's still exposure, and it's not more than exposure. It's a chance to play,
right.
Because a lot of times kids pick up things late. I picked it up late, so it's like, okay, maybe if I would have played AAU, I
Right.
might have went D1. You know what I'm saying? So I just think just being relatable, able to relate to the game and say, okay, yeah, you good, you can play, but you still got this to work on. You
Right.
still got this. Don't get satisfied with being the best in the county. I remember one year, man, I as a senior, I was like, man, I gotta score 25 for us to have a chance to win. And that's not being cocky. That's just being like, dang, I gotta perform in
It's
order
on
for us
you.
to win.
It's
right?
on you, yeah.
So then it's like when I start finding myself maybe being a little passive, it's like that's selfish. You know what I'm saying? That's selfish to be passive when you know you got to do this, this, and this.
Right.
So it's just knowing and being in situations to be like, nah, I've been here before. Okay, yeah, you the best in the county, but don't strive for that.
But
Strive
see-
for being best in the state. Strive for being
And
best
then-
in the nation.
And then also two things you have that kids should aspire for. You play college basketball, and you also got a degree.
Yeah.
So that's something
He
that
definitely can read, y'all. He definitely can read, y'all.
you see Educator up
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So I
Sure.
think, and that's
For
the
sure.
thing that a lot of people
Educator first.
look at just going to school, but everything is more to college than just basketball.
Facts.
And I think that's the thing with a lot of people, because now, we talk about, and I don't want to take away from what, final word you about, but like, man, talking, there's a lot of kids that don't even have scholarships right now because of the transfer portal.
Yep.
A lot of kids are moving around, and then mid-May, like you said, you might be able to go like
What up,
HCC
sis?
or something like that, but it's like, and I think that's the kids today want the big The big school.
They want the instant grad. They want that instant
Everybody,
grad.
everybody want the big school.
And
Right,
they should.
okay.
And they should, for real. They should strive for that.
But you
But you
have
got to
be
realize
realistic.
to be
everybody ain't a
honest.
big school player. You have
Right.
to realize it,
Right.
at some
And that's the
point.
thing.
And be confident in that, though.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
You got to make sure, like, okay,
and dominate.
I ain't going.
Yeah, exactly.
Not to knock Barry, but
yeah.
if somebody say you could go to Barry, you get a full ride at Barry,
Right.
and you got a partial ride to UCF.
Right.
Now, I'm gonna go to UCF, man. I don't want to go to Barry. Like that don't make sense.
Right.
It don't make sense. You know what I'm saying?
Because some kids today, if they on TV
Mm-hmm.
and just in their warm up suit, you part of the team. But like I said, but once again, that's partial. So your parents, or you
Right.
got to take out grants and loans
Yeah.
for your kid to go to school.
Another thing too, man. Like I would try to tell some of my guys from last year that went to high school. Man, be okay with playing. If you on JV, be okay with playing. Don't think you got to be on varsity and you gonna sit, waste your time.
That happened to me.
You know, be okay with playing.
But here we go again.
So if you go to Bear and you can play,
Right,
I mean,
but
hey,
here
Dade,
we
I
go
was a man.
again. The kids today, and this is what I go back to. You could play at a school that wins maybe 3 to 4 games a year, but I'm getting 25. I'm getting mine. I'm doing my thing. But this team is whooping everybody, and I'm the 8th man on this team. But you know what? They winning.
right?
So I want to go over here.
Yeah.
Because they win.
So I get that, because I'm from an era where we ain't changed schools.
There you go.
We ain't going to play with our homeboy.
Right.
You feel me? So it's
I'm trying to
you
get
wanna-
I see
you wanna
both
get
of
this
them.
one. You wanna
Right.
beat your homeboy.
So I can see both though. Not granted. I was never in a position not to play either. Now maybe
Right.
if I was in that position, I might want to go somewhere else. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? But I see both sides to that.
But
Because
see-
a lot of us just want
Oh,
to.
you wouldn't have done that.
Oh,
You'd work harder.
You a competitor.
Right.
You gonna
And-
compete.
you know what?
Right.
You
But
covered
that-
everything I
but
had already written down.
it depends. It don't matter how hard you work if
you're
the
not
dude
gonna
is
play,
just better than you.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're not gonna play, you're not
If
gonna play.
both of y'all working and he's a better player than you just not gonna play.
Yeah, I
So
get that.
you need
I
to
play
exit
behind
stage
Derek Gilly,
left,
so I know
right?
that works.
Okay, right.
You need to
But-
exit
But it doesn't
stage
make you
left.
not work, though. It doesn't
Right.
make you not work.
And that's what I'm saying. And I think that's the narrative today.
Because my little cousin transferred to Gator. He worked. He a good player. He got offers.
Right.
He transferred. He made the move. It was the right move for him to make.
Right.
He was at Tech, sitting behind another player, and he transferred to Gator. Now he got
And
like
Gator
three
got
offers already.
They got a popped off schedule. They play Sumner this year, Tech again. They got good competition where scouts can come in and see him perform. And I
Yeah.
think that's the thing.
Football?
Even piggybacking the MP9 to leave Pasco to go to Tech. If he stays at
That
Pasco,
was he probably still at Pasco right now if he
you see
don't leave.
you see what I'm saying?
If he don't leave, they ran a
Right.
wing T offense.
That's what I'm saying, and I think that's the thing that kids.
Right, you can't do
and I know, we talk about school of trouble. Like Dawson's strong on the neighborhood rivalry, but to me, you want to go where you could play,
right.
and then also
You put your talents on this
But I
play.
mean, I understand what he's saying is the rivalries aren't they're building new rivalries and all of that. But at the same time though, like
okay,
the teams that are neighborhood rivals, they should be doing something to stay relevant.
Right, okay.
Instead of
Now-
just counting on all the kids from over here finna come to my school.
Okay.
You need to get it, like I said, you need to get
Well,
a coach
I'll say
that can
this.
relate to the players, and that's gonna bring the players because now
Okay.
you got to recruit.
okay.
like I told Otis, you got to recruit to be big.
Let me ask you this: who was your rival at Warden?
It was Robinson and Jesuit.
So you knew them 2 games. Whenever you played them, you already ready to play. You waking up, okay? Same thing. Who were your rivals at Chamberlain?
Plant and
Gaither. Oh no,
Hillsborough too.
He's
And Plant had Azarelli, right?
Azarelli, Mike Williams.
Okay, so you already knew we got Plant tonight. If it's at Chambo at Plant, okay, we popping off tonight.
But that's the thing. I mean, I could go back. If we ain't come to play against Hillsborough or Lato or whoever,
But you never showed
they
up not
had
to play,
somebody
though.
that's going to make you pay for.
But
not coming
did you
to
ever
play.
show up not to play? You worked hard.
Oh no, I'm just talking about. You just have a game. You
might have
not
an off
focused.
night.
Right.
You know what I'm saying.
But
Being
you
a kid
played
and-
hard in the off night.
yeah.
Oh yeah, you playing hard now, but I'm just saying you might be a kid and shoot the bobo the night before, or you know what I'm saying.
On the phone up
I'm
late
just saying
night.
if you don't take this game serious and think it's a cakewalk, like it's a running clock, how you say now,
Right.
you're gonna get your butt whooped though. It's not.
Right. And you didn't want
You
that.
don't have that game.
Right.
It's not. It wasn't too many games on the schedule. We just like we know for sure we finna win.
Okay, enough of that. You something else. Like I notice a lot of these kids now, it's a lot of chirping. going on in games.
Oh yeah, it's different.
I hate that.
I hate it too. They be
Play
balling
ball.
their fists up. I be
Just
like,
play,
I
just play
like
ball.
it.
Okay, so
I like it.
okay.
I
So
like
speaking
I like
of,
the
like it.
feistiness. I just don't like. It's just something about your fist being balled up and you coming in my face.
okay, what
You know,
y'all think
they
about
go
the
that's-
game?
that's a
okay,
little too
You know what I'm
much.
saying?
What y'all think about the game yesterday?
Game yesterday.
LSU South Carolina when the girl
Oh,
pushed
Did y'all
down
see the
Georgia.
brother? You seen the
Oh, yeah, I
brother?
seen the
Now,
brother.
that's good. Now, what's your take on that?
He jumped out. Somebody should have swung on him.
Facts.
One of the girls should have swung on him.
Yeah, and then somebody told me he came to his sister defense to make sure she was all right.
Man, he jumped down
There's
there.
women out there like that.
Right.
Like, how? Come
And
on,
it's
bro.
sports. And it's
Come
sports.
on, bro. For real, like, why did you do that?
I don't
He,
like.
he definitely won't be back at any more games.
Oh no, he
I'll
done.
tell you, that was just like Vernon Hargrave running into the Bengals end zone when they scored a Super Bowl. You just doing something to be on TV. Stop doing that, man.
don't like
Because he jumped. I mean, he damn near should be in the high jump. He damn near should be in the high because
No.
he hit that hurdle.
No,
quick.
that was the pole vault. He did
Yeah.
the pole.
He did that quick.
I don't.
You need to
I don't
stick to
agree.
jump the way he
Quick.
did.
I don't agree with LSU coach, man. I don't,
She's supposed to. You should, try Angel Reese. You should have pushed Angel Reese, but.
I don't like the way she handled that because at the end of the day, man, the women's game is making a turn. They getting a lot of credibility.
It's the
Yeah.
most
Yes.
entertaining college hoop right now.
Yeah.
You don't-
fundamental
It's the most
basketball.
entertaining hoop right
You
now.
don't want nobody
Clark
fighting,
yesterday,
man.
and I watched
Yeah.
them, and I watched
She-
Juju.
There's more people watching women hoop than the college, the men.
Right.
Yeah.
And,
Well, you know,
even
when-
some of the NBA games.
But you know
Right.
why though? There's a consistency with women that doesn't exist with the guys anymore.
What's the consistency? Please explain.
No, the teams. There's a consistency.
But because they stand.
They're staying right.
They stand, so it's a lot different. But I believe, like, for example, like Angel Reese said, we not scared of South Carolina. South Carolina beat you 16 times in a row. So you ain't got to be scared that you ain't beating them.
Right.
So, you may see him
You
again.
mean
And me
regular
as a
season.
fan, no, just 16 times. It's 16, however you want to do it. It's Summer League or,
whatever they play.
Shaq All-Star game, however they want to do
At
it.
Who beat
practice.
South Carolina when LSU won the title?
They lost an hour last year with Caitlin
okay,
Clark.
'cause I would've
And that was in the final. It was in the final four.
right.
But like I'm saying, I just think for me,
If they'd have played LSU, they would have been in the chip.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So it's like to see that, because even like Cardoso's gonna miss a game, and it's 1 against 16. So I mean, that's not
Yeah, they'll be
really.
all right.
They'll be all right.
They'll be
But
all
I
right.
think
You
but
said
as
who
a
did what?
fan,
What'd you say?
Cardoso, the one that pushed the
She
girl
gonna- she
down,
gonna miss a game
she
for
got
it.
suspended the game. So I just think, but me as a fan, I would like to see them play each other again. But
Flagey, I'm gonna tell y'all, I rock with Flagey though. We went to Essence Festival, man. We took a picture with Flagey, man. Seeing Flagey, she
Okay.
real cool, bro.
yeah, her
I rock,
daddy.
my wife rocked with her too.
Her
Shout
daddy
out
was
to
a rap
Flagey.
out of Savannah named Camouflage.
Yeah.
If you remember.
Yeah,
And he got killed in Savannah, so rest on the Camouflage. But yeah, it's, but I just think
She spit
and
too,
then
huh?
see that there said with 2 more guys that tried to come onto the court, but like that has to stop. Like it's a women's basketball game,
Definitely
and
has to
then
stop
Flagey was wrong. Cause she shot the bow to the girl,
Yeah.
which wasn't even necessary. You frustrated, you shot the bow, but Cardozo came up. Hey,
she a little bigger than Flagey.
much,
No,
much.
not big.
So when she put her hands on him, she went to the ground. But
Bigger
her
than
brother,
that, shit.
her brother did the pole vault. I'm talking about within seconds. It was like,
Where you
I mean,
came
like,
from?
yeah.
Like where you came from? I'm looking at the phone. He came from over here. The phone right here. He came over here.
I
Like
thought
he
it was
knew.
a ref.
Like he knew it was about to
He did
pop.
right here.
I thought it was a ref. I'm like, how did he get on the phone that quick?
So quick, bro.
Where did he come from, bro?
I told he jumped. Over.
Cause like when on the seats, on the floor seats, it ain't like they ain't behind the seat. It ain't really like right behind the
Nah,
bench.
yeah.
Right.
It's a little space behind, and then you got the seat. So where did he jump from? Like
That's
where
what
did
I'm
he
saying,
jump from?
like,
Do he hoop?
I mean, listen, because I'm telling you, it
Do
was
he
so
hoop?
fun.
What team he play
and
for?
And I think about it now.
He got bounced.
By the time you saw float, they showed.
And then how he
Float, they
landed. He
falling to
landed
the
on his
ground.
feet.
He was ready.
He coming like he's already over the scores table like within like seconds. As you blinked your eyes, he like right there like, damn, how you got here so quick?
He must have jumped up as soon as he said sister push. He had
Well, you
to.
got any eligibility?
That's what I'm trying to. What position you play? Cause he got bounced. That's one thing. He got bounced now.
But I just think that was really Kim Monk could have addressed the narrative a little different than
I
what she
think so,
did.
too.
That was disappointing.
He probably should do gymnastics.
But yeah, he's definitely athletic.
Yeah, he probably should do
He's
like
he's definitely
men's
athletic.
tumbling.
Now back to Blake High being the JV coach.
Head JV coach.
Head JV coach. Let me stress that
Yeah.
head JV
Head.
coach.
Yep.
What's the 2 most important attributes you looking for a kid that's coming to play on your JV team next year?
I just want a kid that's hungry, man, and want to learn. And you know, cause me, when I went to college is when I really fell in love with defense.
Okay.
And really understanding it. So that's really what I want to bring to varsity and JV. But I feel like if you're gonna compete and play hard, because a lot of times, you know, 9th, 10th grade, you know, your skill ain't all the way polished yet. You know what I'm saying?
Got to hustle.
Yeah, but if you got hard and you willing to scrap up, you put yourself in a position to win every time. So that's what I want to bring. I want to bring a mentality that's a little different. You know, I'm with that happy medium between playing hard and being in your face. You know what I'm saying? I want us to expect to win. You know, not be excited about winning, to expect to win. Every time we come in here, we working hard. I want practice to be the most competitive thing that we have to do every day.
There you go.
That way, to me, the game is supposed.
Boy,
to
you
be
gonna
fun.
be all right, boy.
How many you looking at keeping?
Oh, no, it's not. Yeah, it's high school, man. I'm looking at 12, maybe. 12 to 15, depending what I got. But I really want to keep it at 12.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
But I'm.
So we ain't gonna have 20 on this team.
No.
And everybody ain't gonna play.
I ain't got time. Everybody can't play.
Okay, all right. I was
And I
just
think-
checking
and I think
surviving.
Some guys got to be happy with being on the team, and I'm okay
and
with
I respect,
that.
and I respect that because you're gonna have parents
Oh yeah.
that go,
In high school, nah.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
oh yeah,
Middle school. Middle school. The parents the
My
worst
baby,
thing.
why my baby ain't playing?
The parents the worst
Because
thing
he's
about
so-
it.
No, but okay, but my
Worst
baby come to
thing.
practice. I'm telling you, listen, here we go again. The expectation. Today's parents have changed. You probably got some parents that's going
No, right.
come out there,
You can walk through it.
watch practice, be out there. You know, hey coach,
Well, I'm
you
gonna
know,
talk.
my-
I don't know.
and that's what I'm saying. You
I
got
might
to
close
set
my
that.
practice.
They wasn't allowed to come
I
out.
might close my
Exactly.
practice.
You got to set that expectation early when you do the parent meeting or whatever. When they sign their little paperwork, hey, listen.
I would think in high school they would understand.
You
these
go again.
things.
You thinking? Stop
Yeah.
thinking.
It's
You tripping.
it's
you can read.
entitlement
You don't
now.
gotta
You can read. You ain't got to think.
It's
Keep it
entitlement
simple.
now. It's
We live in a
entitlement.
world, like I told you, for entitlement, just like you just said.
Yeah, I would
You
never
gonna have
make
parents. I'm telling you, you're gonna have parents that's out there.
You got to set the standard though.
That,
Oh, yeah.
okay, well,
Like,
you
it's-
know, my
it's
son,
really
my,
set
well, my
from the
son
jump.
ain't
From the
playing.
jump.
He's
bro.
a new coach, so he has to.
But he's not a new coach. He's just
Right.
new at
Yeah,
that
he's
play.
new at play.
There you
My
go.
point is, he's a new coach there.
Okay, but let me
And
say this though.
like any leader, what you got to do? You got to
Blake is
Shit,
losing.
what up,
Blake
bro?
is losing one player.
Shit, Dawg said you ain't hit him up,
They
bro.
losing one player. Okay, so you automatically know if you got a 9th or a 10th grader that may think, you know what, man, because I don't know how y'all gonna do the try. They're gonna be together or separate. You gonna have that one or two kids that think, you know what, man, I can play varsity.
Right.
And then like you just said, why go to varsity?
He might be able to.
He might be
Okay,
able to.
but if you not playing, that's what I get back to.
But you cannot play on varsity and have varsity talent.
I don't buy that. I don't buy that.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
you
of
can,
course.
but it's still. I mean,
You're
but
just not
that,
good enough to beat the guy.
in
That's
front of you.
Okay,
but if I'm in-
thanks a lot, dog.
but if I'm in the 9th
Thanks
to
a
10th
lot,
grade,
dog.
with my varsity talent, I'd rather play JV.
Well, I'm getting reps.
I'm
And
playing.
and
But
they
so
playing.
I'm gonna tell you. So I in 10th grade when I came back to Dade City, and I was on varsity as 10th grade, but the team, everybody on the team was better than me.
Oh,
But
for sure.
at the same time,
Talking about
I'm
what,
on
Danny Green
varsity.
them?
Okay, but
No,
did
this
you,
was in Dade City.
Let's
Dade City,
back
gotcha.
up. Why didn't you play JV there?
Why didn't I? Because I
Right.
was on varsity
Okay, but you're not playing.
at all. And then it ain't matter because when the grades came out, I was ineligible. So it ain't.
Okay, but okay,
So let me ask you this: if the coach would have came to you and been like, "Hey, Waldo, look, you good enough to make varsity, but you're gonna really fight and not really play, but you can play JV and play." What decision you would have made at that point as a
If it would've
10th
came to
grade
me
you, as
like-
a 10th grade you?
If you'd have came to me like that, like after the season started and I seen I wasn't playing, I would have like if I wasn't like once the season start and I
What
see
if it
I'm,
was before the season?
I don't know. I got to see.
Gotcha.
I might be better than these niggas out
I see
here.
what you're saying.
so
And the reason-
let me ask you this. You go ahead.
Okay. The reason I asked that, my best friend Khalil, we talk about.
Yeah, KD.
You know, like I said, I went to private school, 9th grade. He was on JV, killing,
Yeah.
doing his thing. Fast forward that next summer, I come. You know, we had a Greg Lee.
Greg Lee played for Pittsburgh.
You know what I mean?
state
So
title.
we had a nice little squad, and that's what Coach came to him with. Hey man, you know you can fight for minutes on varsity, or you can play on JV. And him being that
Who he
old school
is.
mentality, that competitiveness, he took it as Coach was challenging him, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he wanted to play varsity, and he didn't get minutes.
Okay.
Because he had talent in front of him.
Okay.
Then but that turned into not getting minutes.
Right.
Because he's not seeing you play.
Right.
He plays JV that year. I see he working on this, he doing this. That next year he moves up to varsity. Now he got a shot to get minutes.
Right.
So it just depends on your mentality and how you take it.
But that's
the type of stuff I want to do as a coach. Really break it down to these kids, the things that I've seen and how I done played out.
Yeah. So nobody ever came to me and was like, "You got an opportunity to do this."
Right.
Like, nah, you on the varsity.
Oh, I
team.
see what you're saying.
Had he come to you with that, what you'd have did?
I don't know. Like, it depends on when he came.
It's tough to answer that.
It's like when he came to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's 2-3 games in the season and I'm not getting no minutes,
right.
I'm looking like, I should have just went. I'm finna go back down, bro. Like, I ain't.
No, but think about this. You may stay on JV and say, or you may go to varsity and say, well, I know basketball's a little different. Football, you're a play away. So
right.
I sat behind somebody at Jefferson. It's like, okay, I could have probably tried to go play a couple games with JV. Coach said, can't let that happen because if something happens to him. But I'm like, I'm not playing, but you work harder to get there. And I know basketball is fewer guys and actually fewer minutes. So I kind of understand it. But I think most people should have, because that competitive nature travels with you in life.
Right, and you're being taught to compete. But like you say, average high school game, and we've been to a lot of them. You probably see 3 guys off the bench. So every average high school team goes 8 deep. Now, if you run the clock, but like say in tight games, you may have 2 to 3 guys, if that come off the bench. That's your main rotation. So that's what I'm saying. So like you said, you was at Pasco, and you had guys in front of you that were playing, but like you said, you were cool with, I'm on varsity.
Yeah.
So I'm chilling, I'm
like looking back, I probably should have went to JV though.
Right, and you would have killed. You would have killed.
But like just thinking about that at the time, like, nah, bro.
I feel you, bro. I'm with you now. That's what I'm saying. But not knowing.
Yeah.
But coach was really being looking out, like, look.
But ain't nobody look out.
But looking back,
you know what I'm saying? Like giving me that decision, like,
right.
But
looking back on it, were you work effort behind, or were you just there's just nothing I can do to even contribute? Because I was lazy.
I felt like I could contribute, but there were older, more polished players. I was, you know what I'm saying? Right. They seniors. I'm in 10th grade. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
They been playing
stronger.
More.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, but like I say, and then they been here. They been here. So it's kind of hard to come in.
Seniors are big.
I wasn't Michael Jordan in high school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wasn't no game changer like that.
But hell, he got cut.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you
can
look at like you said, just your growth.
And they should have cut me. I probably would have been Michael Jordan.
Like you said, but like you go into the games, and I think in 10th grade, like I said, you getting the perks. Everybody on the varsity again. You getting the perks. Everybody on the varsity again. So we're gonna take our second break. Man, it's gonna be brought to you by my man Carlos Martin at the Auto Repair Center. Down there on 40th Street. Torres, you can pull the Auto Repair Center up for me, please, brother.
Damn.
Wow,
man.
Yeah, right now, Auto Repair Center, 7101 North 40th, 813-443-4730. Right now, he ride with the Celtics. He ride with the Celtics right now, and he's still with the Clippers. Okay. And then also, you see we rocking tonight. Chop Shop, Elevate Designs. Go get down, support the brand. 813-400-7015.
Great conversation.
Go to the website, elevatedesigns.net. And last but not least,
with a Z. You got to tell them it's with a Z, bro.
Excuse me, Elevate Designs with the Z. And then we got Odell Beckham, let Walter bring Odell Beckham, little brother, on here. King's
we swinging, man. King's care for a king made by a queen.
He do it wrong every time.
Well, you got some chicks.
He do it wrong every time.
I seen one.
A few chicks can probably call.
At least mustaches, yeah. So
armpits too.
For a king made by a queen is kingscare.com. Check us out on Instagram, kings_care. Care is with a K. With shampoo, conditioner, wave grease, beard wash, beard oil, and beard conditioner. So y'all check us out, man. We are now on Amazon. We working to get on Prime. Once we get on Prime, we'll let everybody know, man, and get everything swinging. So
okay, good stuff. We do not want to write this music. Torres, give us a little something back in a minute.
He said Michael B. Jordan.
They used to be hoop back in the day.
Yeah, this ain't back in the day.
Okay, we back. John Nick said with a chop shop, you're truly EZDZ. World famous Waldo, aka Ruff, Greg Dawson, Otis White House special guest, kicking it with it. So let me rewind a little bit, going back as far as say with the season you just had at Eisenhower. How were your parents as far as say were they engaged in what you were doing? I gotta ask the question.
Man, people listening, man.
I love that.
Man, shout out to the parents, man. Shout out to the parents, man. We finna get on y'all head, bro. We finna get on y'all head tonight, bro.
Like
shout out to the parents.
Let me ask the question, bro. You had like Vice, bro. What you saying, Otis? Damn, bro. Like Vice in here, man. Go ahead.
Talking about the parents as far as my kids.
I mean, what they support?
Yeah, I mean, you're going to take. It's like anything. A lot of parents. That's why when I think about coaching, man, that's why I say there's certain things that I thought about when going to my decision. Because sometimes parents can't be supportive for whatever reason. So like being a head coach, it's a lot of responsibility, man. If I'm a head coach somewhere, man, I want to be able to. If he might need some shoes, might need a ride here, might need a ride there. So you got certain parents though that's super supportive and want to be there, but. They super supportive might just come by being there, giving some kids a ride. They might not have the basketball knowledge to put them in place to be seen. You know what I'm saying? That's what coaches come in at. But I've had a few parents, man. I had a great team mom. She used to bring them Chick-fil-A. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. I need to go to y'all school.
Yeah, man.
I got you, man.
They still need a coach, bro.
Go to Coach Rondo. Hey, first order bid. Who the one doing the Chick-fil-A?
Man. You know what I'm saying?
Your child still here?
Who want to play?
Right. So it just depends, man. That type of stuff, though, I just want them to commit to getting their child to practice, man. I do everything from there. You know what I'm saying?
Now let me ask you: did y'all practice right after school?
We used to have to wait, man. We'll get out of school 4:30, and the gym, which was a pain. The gym was a bus state, like a holding for the buses.
Oh wow!
So now, mind you, just throughout the day of what the sand and everything that's trapped in there. Then they leave track, so I got to sweep up right quick, get the floor ready, then we practice.
So what time y'all know to practice? If school got out at 4:30?
About 5. We'll try to practice by a little after 5.
Wow.
By the time we get in
there.
About 7.
About an hour and a half.
That's tough. And I think
you really want to say,
tough.
Then you tell the kid to tell their parents 6:15. So they get there by 6:30. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's another thing, man. That's why I say my biggest thing is just commit to get your child up.
And I can do the rest.
I'm biased because
I'm waiting after school.
But I'm gonna tell you, and that's not fair.
That's not
now you get
fair.
home at 8 o'clock.
Come on, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's why I try to tell a bit, bro, all the time. I said, this is my thing. I know coaches personally that have coached kids and dropped their kids off with just 2-3 cars in the driveway.
Bruh,
that
happened to me this year.
That's not right.
Nice
you know
crib.
what I'm saying? Yeah.
To get home to a nice crib,
Yeah.
dog. I'm like,
he get a kid right. He thinking, they probably over in the spring.
I'm like,
Over in the spring, they ain't got nothing going on.
Just getting around the car like, hey, appreciate the coach.
Yeah,
and there's 2-3 cars in the driveway. And that's what I'm saying.
They on the front porch smoking.
You got to be involved in. You got to be involved in it. And I think that's
Bill Bottles very well.
That's my frustration. There's nothing wrong with helping kids out, but we got to have some kind of communication where it shouldn't fall on. You don't work all day. That's not fair. You want to get home to your family. So
that is true.
If there's somebody say, okay, well, hey, coach, I need a ride. Let me know in the morning. Don't let me get out here. We don't practice 6:15.
Right.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
I coached my daughter's softball team a few years. When COVID hit, I coached my daughter's softball team, and I ain't wait for nobody to ask about no ride, bro.
You were gone?
Man, come on, Larry, we finna go.
So you need kids out there?
It was another coach. It was another coach at the park. I'm not finna be the last one out there with them kids.
Okay.
There's other coaches out there. Yeah, I didn't want to coach. To be honest, I didn't want to coach. This coach is softball. I don't know nothing about softball.
Okay.
and we need a coach. All right.
He ain't know nothing. I'm finna go. Y'all be good. I'll let you.
Yeah. Come on, Larry. Come on, hurry up. Hurry up.
For real.
We finna go. I don't know. I'm not doing all that, bro.
I just think, from a coaches as well as it's thankless work that you guys do. And that's the thing. That's the thing that you guys should get your flowers for that, because it's so much.
Appreciate that, man.
That you put into it, and just like you said,
I just said Waldo said you don't want to do it.
What you mean?
I was so glad COVID hit because they canceled the season.
The parents today are a lot different. than what they are now. And see, to me, one thing I always notice is that input, especially because when a parent comes to you, it's only about their child.
Right.
So you're not really, forget the team.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk about my baby.
Facts.
So I'm not really, I don't care what y'all do, but I want to talk about my baby. And I think that's the thing where you try to teach your kids to compete, and then also with that be part of something, belong to something.
Right.
I think that conversation could be had if the team not doing well, if they not performing well. And as a parent, if you feel like the team is not,
suck anyway. Did my boy play?
pretty much, yeah.
Okay, but
we
that-
can't be no worse. Can my son play?
Can my son play? Okay,
Like, you know what I'm saying?
this is
Like,
what I'm saying.
well,
But that's
you know,
not- but
that
that's
should
not-
be
but
the
that's
only
not how-
time.
But that's not how life works, though.
Exactly.
I mean,
you
it's
said,
not, but I mean,
in
that's-
high school.
That's the only time as a parent I would come and I know my child is trash. My son is trash.
First of all,
The team trash.
How many parents?
Why
know
my
their
son
kids
ain't
are
playing? We
trash?
all trash.
How many kids? How many parents?
That
know
might
their
be
kids are
trash.
Yeah, he might be trash.
Because for me,
He might be trash.
because for me, you know, for example, like our record was 1-5, right?
Okay.
But we was as a team, we was better than that.
Okay.
So I'm competing every game. So
And
I'm
like you
coaching
said, you in every game, you
Yeah,
just
I'm
ain't
coaching
finishing.
every game
But
to
see,
win.
that's
You
what
know
I'm
what I'm
saying.
saying?
Y'all wasn't trash.
Right. We
Y'all
just
wasn't trash.
coming
Y'all
up
weren't.
short.
Y'all
You know
weren't
what I'm
pulling.
saying?
Y'all weren't pulling out.
We was a
close
couple
victory.
players away. Or
I don't say that's trash. I'm saying
see what you mean. I
like
know what
Big
you
D
mean.
say running clocks.
Got you.
So now we run the clock.
Now y'all get
My
blown
son
out.
supposed to be hooping, bro.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
I don't
But
care.
at that point, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what else to do. I'm trying there, but I'm trying to throw their ass in there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe
Maybe he can give us a spark.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hey, go ahead. Shoot.
Go to get in there.
Hey, you got the green light, son.
Hey,
You
or
got
just
the
go-
green
or
light.
Just go foul him, man. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
but even like, this is what I get back to. Like,
Play hard.
and here we go again. When you get, what's gonna be funny is that when you get them kids to come out, you go ahead and got, man, yeah, coach, I can hoop, I can go.
Oh, man, that's the.
I can go. Yeah, coach, I can
There's a
hoop.
couple kids that got me this shit, boy.
I'm telling you, you get out there, I'm telling you, you be like,
They
man,
gon' get you.
because I didn't know it. They didn't go to school last year. They come
Yeah,
in. They just
they camp
coach,
up, they selling
they
out.
walk in, all you know, especially when they do the orientation. You know,
Yeah.
they come with their parent. Yeah, coach, I play basketball. You know, I'm like,
Okay.
okay, all right now.
Okay.
I'm from Broward. I'm like, damn, okay, might be a little
Okay,
something.
well, we got, boy,
No,
we
I'm-
lit.
Ready. Hey,
That's all I need. I got a couple of pieces.
Hey, you probably call KD, but we bite this shit. Got a couple of KD. We bite this shit, but we is ready.
Playing like Soul Man when he shot the ball.
Man, get in that
No,
thing.
critical
again.
love.
I'm like, oh, you done pump fake me, dog.
Hey,
Carbon copy, that's it. Carbon copy. I don't know if this is old
oh, my
school
phone
carbon
done died,
copy.
bro.
This early Denzel had a white dad. So his dad was a doctor, and the dad's friends was a doctor. They were white, so he thought that Denzel was black. He could hoop, so he done set it up. Hey, yeah, we gonna whoop y'all. You know, my son coming. So when they first saw Denzel, like, oh hey. I didn't know he was black, you know, so they were nervous. When I tell you Denzel game was so haggard, they dogged Denzel. It was carbon copy. It was carbon copy. But that was funny, like you said, they go, and
That's what I need,
and you
though.
probably leave it like,
I
bro,
need a
we
white boy.
ready.
That's what I need.
We ready. We gonna
Just
fight.
a little shooter,
I need, or crazy. One of those.
like Birdman.
Yeah,
Scrappy.
yeah. I need one
And
of them.
that's what I'm saying. So
That's
it's
what I
like, you
need.
know,
Shooter
and
or
you
Birdman.
Yeah.
And I think
You
that's
need
something.
JJ Redick
I
or
almost had
Birdman.
one too. He played football though. His parents would let him play. Big.
But I think that's the
all
thing
you
nowadays
need.
is that the
That's
kids
all
don't
I.
have.
When I'm telling you, bro, that's
They don't
all I
have.
need.
They don't have that identity. Like, you know,
all I
okay.
need.
Even like, for example, like
You supposed to
I
recruit
looked
now.
at,
We're
I
trying to
looked
call
at
the parent,
out
we
of
call
all
the
the
parent.
teams.
You gotta go to
I
their
saw
house.
this year.
I ain't
Look
doing
it up.
that.
Look it up.
And Lato was the toughest team because they played off how their guards played.
Right.
They played physical. They played aggressive.
Oh yeah. They had a nice team.
They had a nice team, but like I say, but they
a lot of
weren't
role
big.
players. Right.
They weren't
right,
big.
Right.
But they never
played
stopped.
hard,
They
and
never stopped
and they
moving.
never stopped
They
trying
never
to.
stopped moving.
They were trying, John. They were trying to get to the cup, trying to dunk.
They
and all that.
never stopped.
You know what I'm
moving.
saying? And I think that's the thing that a lot of kids today, in today's game, they don't have that identity. Like, okay, we finna get out here. We gonna play hard.
They put work in too though. Them
I
boys
don't
put
think.
work.
I don't think the kids. So, I think the problem is stemming from basically like society. These kids not getting out and they not hooping like we used to hoop. Like when I moved to Tampa, we moved to to Cedar Trace on 22nd, and right next,
running by Patrick Dyke Club,
right next to the to the park, the
Right there.
University
Okay.
Park.
Yeah,
The apartment's right behind the fence at the park. That's where we moved to.
Nice.
Okay.
When I moved up, I was in heaven.
Right. Can hoop every day.
You know you can go.
I was like, I just go walk to the park. It's full of people at the park. I'm hooping all day.
Yeah.
Right.
And
It's just different.
it ain't
the same.
You don't see that nowhere.
Now,
You don't see
it's
that as
interesting.
even like high school kids. You don't see high school
Right.
kids hooping all day anywhere.
and for me, that's what helped me, right? I used to be at Webb when I stayed in town the country. I used to be at Egypt Lake, and we used to just
That's
play.
some good hoop at Egypt
Yeah, we
Lake.
just
Right.
play. I used to play with grown men. You
Right.
know, that's why I think I could shoot so good because that's all I could do. That's all I could
and
get
then
off,
even
right?
funny, and even funny that Mike Young, who coached at Chamberlain, that he was JV coach, but he used to open, and that's something that kid he used to open the gym up back in the day.
Oh, yeah. Coach Wise
A lot
used
of
to-
coaches open the gym.
They
You
used
go
to
in
do
there
that.
and
They
go
used to
hoop.
do that in Dade City. They do that in Dade City. They
Right.
stopped that though. I don't know if it's like liabilities or,
Right.
or what was going
So
on.
I think that's
but
what helped us, man. We was able to play with grown men and understand.
they don't
the
even have a
game.
youth
But-
league in Dade City.
Wow.
But though I feel like I personally still wanted to do that, but I personally would have benefited more from what they are doing more now, which is that training and locking in. I didn't get with Chris Ward. Shout out to Chris Ward. Shout out to the Skill Center.
Skill Center just opened the day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
Griffin
Shout out
said
to
today.
John and Chris,
No
man, they used to
doubt.
train me before the Skill Center. Before they, they was working at the Yo. They used to train me, and I was like 18, 19 though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's
Right.
when I really started focusing on my craft. But if I would have had a little bit of that earlier too, I think that would have helped my development. So that's a one step up. But I think he right, man. I think it's just we just used to play all day, every day.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's something you look forward to. Like you say, your boys, even like you say, you lived in your neighborhood, you might be the last stop, but everybody, we come to get you because we're going to the park.
Right.
And somebody got the ball, and we walking up, we're gonna go up here and hoop, and we're gonna get to it. You might go get you a little water, but you come right back
That's a
and
fact.
you hoop. And I think that's the thing nowadays, just like you said, you ride around, you don't see kids outside like that no more.
I be so hurt when I ride past the park on 22nd right now.
Ain't nothing out there, huh?
It's all little people out there. They just
It's
don't
out there.
speak no English.
Yeah, they got the Hispanics.
They
They be deep out there.
that's
They
what they-
playing soccer. They playing soccer.
on the course of different demographic. I be so hurt, bro. Like, man, what had happened?
And that's one
Yeah.
thing about us at Chamberlain, man. We used to all us, the whole team, but almost. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We all go. And
You play with
together.
Deja?
Nah, Deja a little older. Yeah, Deja.
Okay.
Yeah, Deja what graduated what 99?
Yeah.
He graduated
Yeah.
with me.
And back then, it wasn't no ninth grade. It went
It's 10th, 11th, 12th.
10, 11,
Yeah,
12.
10,
right?
11, 12, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
they do
man.
that- they
Shout out
start
to
doing that
Deja.
later.
Deja used to come back to Chamberlain and show so much love.
That
And
boy was
That's it,
long,
and that's something,
boy.
and that's something coach used to do too. Like back then, bring
Yeah.
some of the old heads back.
Yeah, I used to go back
run
all the
against,
time, yeah.
because I did that with Mike a couple times at East Bay, play against Warren Hall, who was so athletic. He was like 6'2", 6'3", jump out the gym. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like to get those good right there. We went to Kathleen, played against Desmond Clark.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and then actually Alvin Jones was on that team, but he was like a freshman. He wasn't there, but he was like 6'9", 6'10", coming out of Kathleen. But I just think that was a thing that
Kathleen was tough. They beat us.
Oh, yeah.
right.
Super
But that, and I think that's the thing. Like and you were saying, like you said, y'all played Kathleen. We got to get back to that with these kids. You're gonna play national. You're gonna get out here and do AAU, travel ball, all of that. But when you come back locally, we should, the ADs among Hillsborough County football and basketball,
Well, yeah.
schedule stiffer competition.
I'm gonna tell you, Tonelli did that, bro. Like we look at our schedule, we played a lot of different teams outside. Like we played Boca Ciega.
Like you said, you played Jimmy Baxter.
Yeah, we played Boca Ciega. We played. I guess them tournaments though. So I don't know if that really counts.
But that's
They
still
do.
good.
Still
That
basketball.
counts.
Like we played, we like every holiday tournament we played somewhere like
right.
with competition. Like we played Daytona
Okay.
Mainland.
Yeah.
we played
And before we take
Ocala
our,
Vanguard.
Y'all beating you them?
Yeah, we won both of them.
before we do our last break, I want to do my little rant because I want to get on a couple of these people that was really pulling for Blake to lose. And I think for me that's embarrassing for the city. Even though if your school,
Indeed, I don't even want you to get this no attention, bro. I don't even want
but
you to get this no.
but we got to do better. We got to do better as a community. Because see, my thing is this: if your team didn't go, it's still the city,
Facts.
Right.
and that's the only thing I'm saying. It's
And
still
it's
the
kids.
city.
And it's
It is a
kids.
city, but at the same time, man, like this what they want. Attention.
But we can't. Okay, but it's not.
we ain't got to give it to them.
But I just feel like, you
It
know,
don't matter who they is, bro. Like they F them.
I feel what
You know what I'm saying?
but
Like
if it's-
just they probably don't know where Miami New Orleans at.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, and I just think that was the thing for me, like to see people from the city smiling, cheesing when Blake lose. That like, come on, man. There's no room for that.
No.
There's no room for especially like I say,
If you ain't doing something right, you ain't got them hate.
Say what now?
You don't know.
Huh?
You said if you ain't doing something right, what now?
You ain't doing something right if you ain't got them hating.
Yeah. But like I say, shout out to the
Wise
Blake.
words.
Shout out to the Yellow Jackets,
Oh, yeah,
man.
man.
That it.
Purple
Wise
Valley
words,
News
man,
over
from
there. We got-
a wise
Oh,
man.
yeah,
the
it's
white
up,
finna come
man.
over there and
I'm
do
telling
this
you,
thing.
we take it to another
We'll
level,
take our
man.
last break. We come back. We're going to get in the rapid fire with Otis. White going to throw
His
throw
name
him out some good
OJ,
questions.
man. His name OJ,
Hey,
bro.
OJ, you know, I call him old swag.
What's
You
up
know,
there,
we go
Bobo?
back. Oh, Bobo. We go back. You know what I'm saying? We go back with D-Wade. 06 was doing his
yes,
thing
sir.
with the Heat. That's when I first met him.
Yeah,
I said, what the
I've been a
dude
Heat
keep
fan
talking about?
since
He talking
88.
about the Heat. Talking about. Don't do that, Waldo.
I'm a Heat fan since 88,
Man, you got to
bro.
first talk about the color of your car to say as a badge, but we ain't even finna get into that.
ain't
We
say
gonna
nothing
bring
about the
iPhone
Magic,
back.
bro.
Pull up Conan real quick for me. Best barbecue in the city, man. Judge your
Hands
mama.
down.
Argue with your
1510,
mammy.
Argue with your mama.
Yeah.
1510 of Hubert. Tampa, Florida, 813-870-0404.
Ciao.
Go check them out. They're open Thursday to Sunday. Got the Joe Jackson Adult League popping off right now, too. Games, we off the next couple of weeks. They're going to pop back off on the 28th.
I was there on Sunday.
Yeah, you was there on Sunday. Yeah, cool. I went in there Saturday to grab me a little grocery. And Tori, you can also Wingstop gonna highlight these 9 locations. Keep the lights going for Chop Shop. Oh yeah, Waldo need to charge it. Go and get Waldo a charger. And real quick, Torres, when you get a chance, can you pull up Wingstop?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
We go from here to Maine.
9 locations that we go to. They got other locations, man, but this is where we go. Go check them out, man. Like I say, Highway 54 down there, Western Chapel by the outlet ball. We got Bruce B. Downs by Target.
That's crazy.
Hillsborough over there, Trap by Middleton at the new Skills Center. Dale May right there by Club Joy, South Florida. And Lakeland right there by Club Kathleen in Polk County. North Florida up there by the old school Sound Warehouse in Malibu. Got a new one right there in South Dale Mabry, Kennedy and Dale Mabry. Headquarters where it all started, 2776 North Fowler. And then we kick it at Chop Shop headquarters right there, North 56, old Blockbuster Plaza. So we're going to take our last break. We'll be right back with you. We come back, we're going to have old Swag get ready for rapid fire.
You ain't charging. Oh.
Go ahead, do your thing, Waldo.
Hey, I just want to thank you, Torres, man. You did an amazing job, man. I'm really excited about you getting this charger for me, man, so my phone could charge, man, and Big D was
Man, you turn them people off, man. You know you
We finna get into the last segment of Chop Shop.
hung up on them
Finna do
people.
this with our man, old Swag. This is gonna be brought to you rapid fire. We're gonna bring this pull up boss all real quick. My man Nick Wilson,
Shout
the
out
group
to
home.
Nick
Shout out to
Wilson,
Nick,
man.
the group home guru.
Yeah.
Man, I went to his group home. I went to his group home just to check it out, man, and it looked better than some of y'all mama houses.
Oh, okay. Nick doing his
Look better
thing,
than
man.
some
Go
of y'all
check him out.
mama
Boss
house.
always come to LLC.
I ain't gonna lie.
Your
I
load
walked
is
in
our
there.
strength. Renee North Smith is your point of contact, 813-364-4390. So we finna get in the rapid fire with
He got
old
them kids
swag.
living good, man. He got them living good, man.
You ready? You ready? You ready? You ready, Torres? Okay, real quick. Flats or drums? What kind of wings you like? Flats or drums?
Oh, that's tough. Flats.
Flats. Okay. All time favorite Miami Heat player?
Uh-oh.
D Wade.
You gonna say UD?
D Wade.
D Wade. Okay. Toughest draw for you in high school? Who's toughest guy for you to go out in high school? Ooh. Don't offend nobody. Just, you know, if you got a
You
couple,
can
you say
offend
a
who
couple.
you want, bro.
You can say a couple. You can say a couple.
This is an offendable place, bro.
I'm gonna go to TK
Okay.
and Jack Miller.
Okay.
Now, okay, out of them two, who was the toughest?
I played against Jack more.
Okay.
Me and Jack had a nice.
Jack was at
little-
Hillsborough, right?
Yeah, he was at Hillsborough.
Okay.
And I saw him at the state championship game too. It was good to see my boy. Jack was like that.
Okay, he was that dude.
He was like that.
Okay.
The Reaper.
So FTK.
Wait,
then.
see,
Nah, that's my boy.
TK, right?
That's my boy. That's my boy.
Yeah.
TK, huh?
Yeah, he said
Man,
TK.
Tyler was tough too though.
As a regular, he was solid. Toughest guy, toughest draw playing adult league. Who's your toughest draw? Who make you work?
Oh, don't see none of them, boy.
You ever played a tournament? You had nobody like, okay, I got
None of them.
Nah, man. Especially now, I'm playing these 40 and ups. I'm young. I'm the young one now.
giving out work. Everybody on the stove.
Huh? Yeah, I ain't giving nobody that right now.
Best club to party at in your 20s.
My 20s,
Underground 112.
man. That Marizi.
Mirage.
Okay. Best club to
Mirage
party at in your
was
30s.
different.
My 30s.
Mirage.
My
30s.
My 30s.
Man, I don't know. I used to have that Kennedy swinging, man. On a Monday, when Pat was doing the Kennedy on the
I would say
Monday.
Bahasa.
Okay.
Kennedy. Ooh.
Okay.
I got to go with that.
Favorite all-time Buccaneer?
Oh, man.
I'm going to say Barry Buccaneer, OJ.
Oh, man.
Tampa Bay Buccaneer.
Oh,
Just so
okay.
we're clear, excuse me.
Barry Buccaneer. My favorite is OJ White.
Or done.
War done. I guess somebody said that last week, too. Favorite food?
Crabs.
Okay. Drink of choice?
Hennessy.
Libations, excuse me.
Hennessy.
Straight?
Yike. Okay.
A little Red Bull.
Little Red Bull to set it off? Okay.
With
I know,
all that Yike
and I know you're a sneakerhead. Favorite all-time Jordan?
Oh, 11s.
The 11s?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You can wear that with a suit.
Outside of Michael Jordan, who else you like for the athlete's signature shoe?
Dion.
Okay. Okay, that's
I
fair.
had a Dion too.
Yeah, I did. We all had
Really, what they say
I mean, like recently.
the new one's coming out on April 25th. You know I got to get them.
You want to grab?
I got to. They go Blake colors.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, they are. You're right. Okay. Favorite color?
Okay.
My favorite color, black.
Black and gold.
Okay. If I got in the car with you right now, what you bumping?
Oh, Tom.
Okay. Favorite old school artist?
Man, I'm a Hot Boy fan, man.
Okay.
Lil Wayne, Hot
Lil
Boys,
Wayne. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
If somebody played you in a TV movie, if you did a TV movie, who would be who would play your love interest?
Dang.
Not the
Call
side
him out,
piece, the main one. The main one, not the side piece.
Who would you want to be your lady in the movie?
Lauren London.
Okay.
New. Okay.
Okay.
You like a new? Okay, Rashad. Okay, Rashad. Can you skate?
Nah, I can learn though.
You can learn. Okay. Well, new. If you
Sound like
listening,
what's my-
Rashad will learn how to skate. Okay, then. Yeah, that's boys that I can learn. Okay. Trying to think. I'm gonna give you 3 movies. Juice, Menace to Society, Above the Rim. Who had a better soundtrack?
Ooh. Man, that's tough.
Or you could do 1, 2, 3.
I would just. Man, that's tough.
That's tough.
Sunset Park.
Sure to do what?
That was classic too. I like that.
Above the rim.
Above the Rim. Okay. Death Row or Bad Boy?
Death Row.
Okay.
I love Pop, man.
Okay. Organized Dungeon Family or Wu-Tang?
Dungeon Family.
Okay.
Okay.
South.
From the South, bro.
South.
From the South.
That ain't no
South.
question. You gotta
Okay.
ask like.
Now, why did we go get Slip and Slide and Rap a lot?
Slip and Slide.
Favorite artist out of Slip and Slide?
Trick.
Favorite song by Trick?
Take it to the high. Take it to the high.
Okay, that's fair. So you want to give a shout out before we get out of here, man? You did your thing on that rapid fire. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff.
Shout out
Any
to the
shouts
Barry
you want to
Bucket
give, man? Before we
Still
get out of here, we finna get you out of here on time.
Wait, did he rank the soundtracks?
He just said the Butter Rim was one. I ain't gonna put that pressure on him.
Appreciate it. Nah, man. Once again, appreciate y'all having me, man. Shout out to the Skill Center for doing their thing today. Shout out to Coach Fred for allowing me to be a part of his staff, man. I'm
we're looking forward
super
to it.
excited about that.
Oh yeah, we getting season tickets.
Oh
so
yeah,
when they
man,
come
we
out,
locked
we on
in.
that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be out there.
Yeah,
We
we locked
definitely on
in.
that.
We locked
Yeah,
in.
come-
And man, y'all make sure y'all come to the JV games too, man.
No,
Check me out.
Oh, show love, yeah, we showing love.
That's what we talk about. That's what we talking about.
JV game is free anyway, so yeah, you
there
go
you
right
go.
in there.
Oh, I'm coming all them.
But I think they play twice. They do it like they play twice.
two a day or something like
back to
that.
back on Saturday boy. It'd be crazy.
Saturday morning?
Yeah, they play on Saturday
morning.
morning. They play on
I
Saturday
tell you,
morning.
they have people up at school count. I guess I stomp a lot when I be coaching. So they didn't count them stop like 50 times in the game, dog.
So you be stomping, bro.
Sometimes.
So you kind of like Bobby Knight a little bit.
I don't want to, yeah. I mean,
Have you ever kicked a chair?
Nah.
Okay.
And are you wearing a jacket in your first game?
A jacket?
Yeah.
Blazer.
Nah.
Blaze. I mean blazer.
Nah, I ain't going with no blazer, you know, cause
What you going? You casual with it?
yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be, you know, sporty with it, you know.
Is you coming in there with a Nike Tech fit?
Probably, you know, because at the end of the
Just-
day, I want to, you know, now mind you, when I take over my old program, you know, I might do a little dress code, but
Okay.
I'm just gonna go in there swaggy, you know,
Okay.
old swag.
That's cool. Old swag.
what I mean?
All right. So that's gonna do it for Chop Shop tonight, man. We got Swag got to get out of here, man. They got a little business.
Yeah,
He got
we gotta let
some-
him go on and
gotta
get
put
to
him on the stove.
You got 25 to get to.
Yeah, so got Tay Bryant coming on next. We're gonna do March Madness. So y'all get ready. Tournaments, conference tournaments this week, huh?
He finally gets on, huh?
Yeah, he on. So he on.
He couldn't wait.
Yeah, he couldn't wait. Tay Bryant on next week. So any shout outs I want to give before we get out of here, man?
Man, I want to shout out OJ, man. Congratulations, bro.
I appreciate that, bro.
I've been watching your journey, bro. Like just from afar, Instagram, and keep doing your thing,
I
bro.
appreciate
like,
it, man. Thank you. Thank you.
You on the right track, bro.
Appreciate
and
that.
Everything you doing, bro, positive, bro.
Love, bro. Love.
And, shout out to my wife. I'm on the way home. I'll be there in a little bit, baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
She know you will.
Yeah, she was on the live at the back phone, so
Yeah,
I let her know I'm
he hung
okay.
up.
I let her know I'm okay.
That real.
Any shout out you want to give before we get out of here?
I'll be live at City Council on Thursday.
What you talking about?
Everybody.
Okay.
Okay.
Smell your cologne.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Want to give
Hurry up, D. I got to
actually a couple people left us in the last week, man. Carl Warren, who's like a father figure to me, man.
Yeah,
He passed last week. They
Condolences,
arrested
right,
past week.
and them, yeah.
Condolences to the Warren family. Definitely, sorry to hear that. So getting ready for get the week start off on a good note. So for Otis, Torres, Dade City,
You welcome.
and Ruff.
Man, what?
EZDZ, man. I always do before I get out of here, man. Anybody want to be a star, want to be an artist, don't want to see the executive producer on the videos, on the record,
be in the video.
dancing, come to Death Row. With that being said, keep God first, love your family. When you see us, holler. Good night. See y'all next Monday.
Yep.